Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this week. It's another ADK Woods Walker vlog episode, and this week we're going to be celebrating 6 full months of awesome content. That's right folks, we're going to talk about what we've done over the last 6 months, what we've learned, and what our plans are for the next 6 months. So stick around. I'm going to press the play button, you press the subscribe button, we'll meet back here in 15 seconds. Go! Can you believe it? We made it to 6 months. Not something I was entirely sure was possible when I made the resolution at New Year's this year. So I'm really excited. This is kind of a milestone that I'm very happy to meet. So let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about what adventures we've taken together over the last 6 months. Sure, it might be a little bit like a year in review, or I guess a half year in review, but stick around. This is some cool stuff. You know, we did the Fulton Chain trifecta. You remember that? That was awesome. We did Bald Mountain, Rocky Mountain, and Black Bear in one day, and that was a very cool adventure. I highly recommend checking out that video and kind of going out and doing that challenge yourself. We also completed the Lake George 12-ster. Can you believe that? That's so cool, man. Another challenge was finished. And what was very cool about the Lake George 12-ster videos this year was that was when John first started coming out hiking with me on Buck Mountain, right up there. That's incredible. And now he's a staple of the channel. So that's pretty cool, I think. I also started a series called Kids in Nature. And we did 5 episodes of Kids in Nature where I'm teaching my kids how to enjoy the outdoor adventures that we can go on together. Snowshoeing, hiking, snow tubing. We went to the Grand Canyon together, did some whitewater rafting. Those are cool things. I taught my daughter how to use a ferrocerium rod and to cook on fire. That's incredibly cool stuff, and we had a really good time doing it. One of the best things that we've done in the last 6 months has reinforced the idea that everyone can get outside and have an adventure. We brought Mike along on his first ever outdoor adventure on his birthday weekend, and he came out for an overnight canoe trip. And you know what? He was happy about it. He said he'll come back again. That's pretty good. In learning that we can get everybody outside and have an adventure regardless of their ability, their age, any medical issues they may have, that's been something that has really struck home with me, and I hope to be able to continue that on for the rest of the life of the channel. So that's a very cool thing. I'm excited. In addition to all of those epic adventures we've had over the last 6 months, I've learned a whole lot myself. And one of the main things that I've learned is that planning and preparing for hikes and videos and editing and that whole process actually takes a lot more time than you would think. In fact, it takes far more time to do all of the planning, the preparation, and the post-hike processing than it does for the amount of time you spend actually hiking and having the adventure sometimes. But I found that I really, really enjoy the process. Like I said in a previous video, it lets me relive the adventure, and it lets me craft a story that I think that you will enjoy. And I hope that that continues. So let me know if it doesn't, because I'll have to change the formula, right? I've also learned that my computer cannot handle 4K video. We missed 1 week in the previous 6 months, and that was because I got the new camera and I shot every video in 4K, and my computer vomited all over itself. It didn't know what to do. So now we know. We don't shoot in 4K anymore, at least not for the time being. And one of the other major things that I learned over the last 6 months is about you, the audience. That's right. You guys love videos that include gear reviews and how-tos and delicious foods. So do I. That's the good stuff, in my opinion. But yeah, you've taken some of these videos that we incorporate these things with, and you've really promoted them with me and shared with me and commented and explained, your experiences. And that is one of the coolest things, having that nice, tight-knit community where we can have a conversation online and never meet face-to-face. That's kind of a neat thing. One more thing that I learned over the last 6 months ties into what I mentioned earlier about bringing people on adventures with me. I've learned that, to me, it's very important to showcase adventures that anybody, regardless of their ability, can go on. So whether it is a nature walk, small in the park near your house type of situation, you can go on that. If it's a canoe trip, you've never been on a canoe trip before, you can go on that. If it's climbing to one of the tallest mountains in New York State and you've never done that before, I'm going to show you ways to do that and how to get to that point so you can get on top of that mountain and not only summit and see all the views, but really take stock of yourself and your abilities and what you can do. These are very important things to me, and it took me doing this for 6 months to come to that realization that maybe my place on earth is to make sure that everyone can get outside and do something awesome. So we've recapped the adventures that we've had over the first 6 months of this channel. We've talked about the things that we learned by putting these videos together and putting them out there for you guys to watch. What's next? What does the next 6 months hold for the ADK Woods Walker channel? Well, let me tell you, we've got some very cool things planned. First up, everyone should know what's coming. That's right, I've been talking about it for months. It's my Northville Placid thru hike. I'm so utterly excited to get out on the trail for 2 weeks and adventure and explore and just experience what the Northville Placid Trail has to offer. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you'll come along for the adventure. I'm going to be spending all of August and September putting videos out every single week. We're going to talk about planning a thru hike. We're going to talk about preparing your gear for walking in the woods for 2 weeks. We're going to talk about dehydrating your own meals. And we're going to do the traditional gear bomb, what's in my pack for my thru hike, and then you're going to have this series of actual hiking videos. I'm very excited to share this with you. And like I said, I hope you're interested in watching it. Beyond that, we're going to continue the trek on completing our 46 high peaks to become 46ers. Coming up, we have the Esther and Whiteface hike. We've got a Mount Colden hike. Allen, that's right, folks, we're hitting Allen in the middle of summer. We're going to get that one out of the way. 19 miles. It's going to be a good one, I promise. Besides hiking adventures, I've got other things planned as well. I'd love to start doing interviews with folks who are involved in the New York outdoor community. Rangers, other content creators, search and rescue folks. These are things that I really would like to do, and I'd like to share those with you because I think all of us are interested in that stuff. And I really think there's some very cool people out there with a lot of cool things to say. I'd also like to start putting together some subscriber hikes. A couple times I've had a couple subscribers reach out and say, hey man, I'd love to meet up on the trail with you. I think that's a fabulous idea. So we're going to try and make that happen the next 6 months. Even more than that, what I would love to do is I would love to put together a huge collaborative meetup event. There are so many awesome content creators out there that adventure in New York, all parts of New York, the Catskills, the Finger Lakes, the Adirondacks. I'd love to get all of you guys together. Let's go out one weekend and just have a cool day in the woods, camp out, canoe, fish, talk to each other, and just get to know each other really well. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping we can make something happen. That's going to be a pretty epic adventure, I think. So in addition to all that very cool stuff that I have planned for the next 6 months, I promise to you to just continue to put out quality content that you, the viewer, enjoy. It's my job to make sure that you feel like you're on this adventure with me. I very much appreciate all of the comments. I love that you guys are liking the videos and you're engaging in them and we're having these discussions. I love the fact that you're sharing them with your friends and family, getting them to subscribe so that every week, every Wednesday, everybody knows they can count on a new ADK Woods Walker adventure video. That just, it means a whole lot to me, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for that. So, we'll end the video like we always do. I want you to get outside and do something awesome every single day. Until next week's adventure, take care.